Welcome back to the MMA scene. Today's video presents Gilbert Burns believes that Jorge Masvidal is not getting the credit he deserves ahead of their fight at UFC 287. Burns, who will face Masvidal in the co-main event, thinks that Masvidal is being underestimated by the fan base. Although Masvidal is 38 and coming off 3 consecutive losses, Burns has a different outlook on his recent form. He believes that Masvidal is still a dangerous fighter who has the ability to turn the tables on anyone. Burns acknowledges that Masvidal has had some bad luck in his recent fights, but he still sees him as a serious threat in the welterweight division. Despite Masvidal's recent losses, Burns knows that he cannot underestimate him and is preparing accordingly for their fight on Saturday.
But if he can't beat you, maybe that's it for him. Maybe that's it for his career. He even said it on the countdown. So do you think that's a mistake to maybe already be looking at, like, if I can't beat Gilbert Burns, maybe I need to retire?
That's his opinion. I don't think he's a true fact that he's saying. I think it's just opinion. That guy can talk. I like to listen to him talk. He talks good. I gotta give that to George. George is a character, and I don't know what to say. I think I don't know. He thinks whatever he wants. He has his own opinion. I just don't like the fact that a fighter start thinking about retirement, talking about retirement. I don't think he'll retire. I think I'm going to beat him, but I don't think he'll retire. I think he's making a lot of money on these fights. He got, I don't know if it before Kamaru's fight or before Colby, something like that, he got 7 deals. When they say 7 fight deals is a good money. When they say 4 fight deals is not good. When they say 5, okay. When they say 6, 7 fights, it's a lot of money, my guy. I don't think that guy gonna throw that contract away, say I'm done. I don't think so. I think I'm gonna beat him. He might take a little time off, try to get an easy fight, but he's gonna be the new Nate Diaz on the division. He's gonna be that super fight guy that comes and sell a lot of pay-per-views. I don't think he's done. And I don't wish nothing bad to the guy. I'll beat you and you keep making your money, my guy. It's all good.
Francis Ngannou isn't playing his cards correctly, according to former UFC and Bellator fighter Chael Sonnen. Initially, Sonnen indicated he gave now free agent Ngannou the benefit of the doubt upon exit of the UFC in pursuit of other, perhaps more lucrative ventures. But upon further examination and the every second tick of the clock, Sonnen said he thinks Ngannou needs to have an epiphany soon.
Put this in perspective for you. This is a very big deal. 3 days ago was April 1st, and they put out an April 1st joke. Tyson Fury put out an April 1st joke on social media that he and Francis was done and they're fighting in Wembley on May 15th. Tyson Fury made a joke. Francis has changed his whole life. He's got his whole life is different because he thought he was going to go make up a sport and do it with a guy who's now using it as an April Fool's joke. Whatever has happened here, he's got to get some cold water. He's got to wake up, and he needs to call back his boss.
WWE manager Paul Heyman has fired back at UFC fighter Conor McGregor's recent threatening tweet aimed at him. McGregor, who is set to make his UFC comeback against Michael Chandler later this year, has been keeping himself relevant on social media by engaging in Twitter-based battles. Heyman previously referred to McGregor as a Roman Reigns wannabe, prompting the Irish fighter to respond with a threat to break Heyman's jaw. Heyman, in turn, responded by saying that he would welcome McGregor's challenge and dared him to step into the ring with WWE superstar Roman Reigns. During a recent interview with Ariel Helwani for BT Sport, Heyman went off on McGregor. "I'm not a grandfather, but I appreciate the fact that I'm old enough to be," Heyman said. "I'm still thriving on top. I'd like to see if Conor McGregor at 57 is still thriving at the very top of this entire industry. Let's see if he's even relevant at 50. Let's see if he even lives to 50. I picked the fight with him. Let's be honest about this. As a Roman Reigns wannabe, did the Paul Heyman-style title on each shoulder? He's funny to me, like a clown. He's here for my amusement." It's important to note that there is no UFC-WWE merger, and no deal has been made between the two companies. The UFC is owned by Endeavor, a talent agency that also owns the Professional Bull Riders organization, among other entities. The WWE is a separate entity owned by Vince McMahon and his family. While McGregor has expressed interest in potentially wrestling for the WWE in the future, there is no indication of any merger or collaboration between the two companies. Jorge Masvidal is questioning how Colby Covington can be in line for a UFC title shot against welterweight champion Leon Edwards, given the ongoing court case in which Covington filed claims of brain injury. Masvidal, who currently faces felony charges for an alleged attack on Covington outside of a Miami steakhouse in March 2022, stated that he has 3 felonies because Covington claims that he gave him a brain injury. Masvidal added that if Covington were to fight for a title, the UFC would be sued if something happened, as he allegedly didn't do anything to cause the injury.
To rephrase Morgan, I currently got 3 felonies because this bitch Colby says I gave him a brain injury. So how the fuck is he gonna fight for any title? Is what I want to know. You know, like how could you? The UFC's gonna get sued if that guy goes in there and something like that happens, right? Because supposedly, allegedly, as I didn't do shit. He says I gave him a brain injury. I didn't do shit though.
I wanted to ask you about that. There was a lot of allegeds about that day. Allegedly, you were wearing a COVID mask. Is that true?
Everybody knows I don't wear no COVID mask. So there we go. That's bullshit right there, bro. Allegedly,
it couldn't have happened.
Allegedly this, allegedly that.
Right here. Do you think it would be wise if Colby went to the fights on Saturday?
Of course, man. He's a attention-seeking ass whore. He's gonna be there. He's gonna, from 100 feet away and 20 security guards, he's gonna be saying all types of crazy shit that he's the king of this and that. But he's only the king of calling cops and sucking cock. So.
Well, we asked him if he would be there when he was giving an interview in London. He said maybe I won't be there. So do you even think he would be allowed to enter the arena?
I don't give a flying fuck. All I know is that he has a restraining order on me. I have to stay 100 feet from this individual. Still, I don't even know why. Why he would put such a thing on me, because I'm like the coolest guy. So I'm like, my mind is still blown of why he has a restraining order on me, and then he's claiming he's the king of I don't know what, but whatever.
Thanks for watching us. If you like, please don't forget to like and subscribe.